This is Updata Analytics running on the global financial data feed, a really amazing database full of super long histories. So a lot of economic data, all sorts of global data, and what's really unique about this database is just these super long histories. So here, for example, we're looking at Bank of England base rates in Updata Analytics coming from global financial data, and we can go back here, and we're looking back into the 1715, so over 300 years worth of data to look back at, and that's just really powerful. And if you want to run really long back tests on this data, really great for that. One of the things that's really powerful with Updata Analytics is the ability to search the global financial database. So if you don't know the code, really just great to be able to get down, just type in Japan and you'll get every long name with Japan in it. And this is unique to Updata, the ability to search this database. So really powerful and much quicker than just doing it on the internet. And so lots of different chart types, of course. And if we go through to different desktops, by the way, these desktops are available in the Updata desktop library. So you just go to global financial data and you can actually just download these same desktops and copy me. But here we see point and figure chart, really powerful here. And of course in Updata this is pre-programmed in as a shift T function, but we're going back here to 1915 where this chart starts. So really long histories, and that is the 1% chart on the Dow Jones Corporate Bond Index from 1913, and we see we've got upside targets here. So really making use of this valuable data. And of course you can overlay data, so lots of different tickers here from global financial data, and you can overlay them for visualizations. Again, really powerful. Here's some of the back testing. So here's a back test on that corporate bond index running the flip-flop stop loss and the equity line, and you can of course test back over a long period to see how well this data has performed and produced results. So again, really powerful aspect there. Lots of things like consumption indices, and then of course you can subtract one index by another. You can manipulate the data. You can pretty well in Updata chart any chart of any chart. Things like our seasonality studies, all of this analysis you can simply apply. So here is a 25-year seasonality of copper, and this is how copper should move on over the next year based on the previous 25 years. So really, again, the power of being able to do really long-term analysis. And of course, this applies to all of the tickers that are there. So things like current account deficit, everything's just a click away in Updata. It caches all the data from your global financial data database. So really super quick. Here we see Apple with some analysis. If I take a look at something like international business machines, again, super long histories here. So with Updata just pulling this off global financial data, we see data right back into the 60s and in many cases beyond that. So really powerful. And of course the great thing about Updata is the ability to mix and match. So here we've got a Bloomberg data feed running in, and we can see here from the Bloomberg data we can then go and overlay this data on the GFD data. So we could go and say we could do a relative strength chart, and then I go and I could take this from the GFD database, I could take it from Reuters Icon, I can take it from my Bloomberg terminal. So whichever services you've got coming into your desktop, you've now got a chart which is the relative strength of Bloomberg, where the Bloomberg data started, versus the IBM history. This history is coming from GFD, this history, and this is a combination of the two coming from Bloomberg. And so again, just really powerful that you can mix and marry this data. And we could do something like a correlation chart, for example. So if we wanted to see how correlated it was with Microsoft, we could use the GFD data, or we can use the Bloomberg data. The choice is yours, and you can of course create any chart of any chart. So really brings this whole database alive. And of course with Updata you've got a whole series of functionality, things like scanning and alerts. You can scan for criteria, scan the GFD database, you can set reports to run overnight, and of course the back testing and custom coding is really powerful as well. So why not take a trial of Updata running on global financial data and see for yourself how you can get real power to these very long-term histories.